Well, call it the case of the missing tombstone. A family that traces its roots to the Annapolis Valley knew their ancestors had lived and died there. But after 2 centuries, nobody could find the graves. A local explorer took up the search, and he shared what he found with the CBC's Jon Tattrie.
If you go out into the woods today, you may find a surprise. So it's through here somewhere?
Yeah, right under these little grove of trees here. This is where I dug it up in March.
Today, the site is lost in the forest, but 200 years ago...
This probably would have been a field right to here. I'm typically finding, you don't see like a lot of rocks in the surface, and that suggests that they probably threw them in the river when they cleared the field.
Mary Crane and Henry Charlton lived here and farmed this land. They arrived together from Massachusetts in the 1760s. And died within weeks of each other as 1815 turned into 1816.
This would have been put at the back of the family property, put here, and they might have assumed there would have been farther burials, because that was often common to have a burial ground where you would have a few generations in that era, 17 into 1800s.
But only Mary and Henry were buried here. The family later left the land and nature conquered the fields and homestead. The family kept the memory, and a great-granddaughter visited in the 1970s, but she could never find it again. That's where Skafte stepped in as the valley's resident explorer of lost roads, homes, and graves. He searched for years before getting a tip from a local that led him over a stream and to the grave. He shared the precise location with Christopher Bent, a 5th-generation descendant who added the location and a photo to the Find a Grave website, ensuring it won't be lost again. Ben can't leave Ontario for health reasons, so he praised Skafte for doing the legwork. Skafte has also heard from family in Europe, the U.S., and locally.
Yeah, I think it seemed pretty exciting for them because they, for some of them, it was a great-grandparent or even a great-great-great-grandparent. And until you see a stone, a lot of times people are uncertain about the ages of people, the exact dates that they lived or died, or even exactly where the family property was. So it's a connection for a lot of those people to be able to say that, oh yeah, this is kind of where we came from, which I think people care about now maybe more than ever.
Jon Tattrie, CBC News, near the Annapolis River.